Ole Miss coach Lane Kiffin announcing he's taking his talents across the SEC to LSU, leaving the 7th-ranked team in the nation for its conference rival just before playoffs are set to begin. Ole Miss fans letting him hear it as he departed from the Oxford airport. Kiffin's new contract, a 7-year deal worth at least $91 million, that according to ESPN. At his introductory press conference today, he talked about how he needed a police escort just to leave the state of Mississippi.
So many people get emotional, like that, and they change like that because we spent 6 years there, and that airport scene, and Knox and I driving, and people trying to run us off the road, man, and the things they said to us.
For more Front Office Sports, host Baker Machado, good friend of Top Story, is back with us. Baker, so good to talk to you. So for viewers who don't live and breathe college football, let's break down why this move has rocked the college football world, right? Ole Miss ranked 7th in the country following that Friday night rout of rival Mississippi State in the Egg Bowl. They have a real playoff shot this year, but any playoff picture now muddled without Coach Kiffin. Is that true?
That is so true, Tom. And he even had wanted to coach Ole Miss throughout the last of the college football playoffs, hopefully guiding them to a national championship. But he said in a statement over the weekend when he took the LSU job that Ole Miss would not allow him to do that, which is why Ole Miss hired their defensive coordinator, Pete Golding, to officially take over, not on an interim basis, but for the foreseeable future. Here, essentially trying to lock down some sort of stability for the team as they go into the college football playoff here, Tom.
For Kiffin's part, right, he says that Ole Miss rejected his request to stick around for the playoffs. Why accept this job now while there is still playoff football to be played? I mean, you could be cynical here and say LSU kind of knew what they were doing.
Totally, Tom. And look, LSU is not even in the conversation right now for the college football playoffs. So all the more reason for Lane Kiffin to want to coach Ole Miss, given the stakes that are happening here. But for Ole Miss, why would you want Lane Kiffin to be on the sideline, given the fact that they're in the same conference in the SEC, and you want to sort of turn the page from this incredibly tumultuous situation with Lane Kiffin, where he was going, be it LSU, Florida, all these other schools, was hanging over the heads of Ole Miss for quite some time. And now essentially Ole Miss saying we want to turn the page and move on from Lane Kiffin here.
Yeah, and being cynical here, they're still recruiting. There's still students who are going to be going to these universities and choosing between Ole Miss and LSU, and the timing is important. So it kind of does make sense if you think this was a strategy at all on LSU's part. In the NFL, teams must sort of wait until the regular season is over to start the head coaching hiring process. Does college football need similar rules?
Look, that has been a conversation for a very long time. Look, coaches going to another university is not a new phenomenon, but now in this sort of transfer portal, NIL sort of era that we live in now, it's a lot harder right now. And one of the main reasons is because the transfer portal to be able to get a lot of these talented players starts in January, when a lot of these schools are playing in the college football playoff. So for somebody like Lane Kiffin, you have to go to LSU now to start remaking your entire roster in preparation for that transfer portal window to open up. Now, though, as you mentioned, you can't do this in the NFL, you can't do this in the NBA. Will we start to see more colleges start to put clauses in contracts that basically state coaches have to leave at the end of the term of their contracts? That might be something we have to start watching here because, look, Lane Kiffin is just the first of many coaches that this is going to happen to.
Baker, last question. I just want to let you know the answer to this question will affect your future on this fine broadcast.
Oh, no.
Does the University of Miami deserve a spot in the college playoffs this year?
Oh, Tom, not only do they deserve it, they need to win it. Does that get me on this thing for the rest of the year?
No, you have a lifetime guarantee now. I like your answer. But in all honesty, do you think they make it? I mean, they're the team that is being debated on whether they make it or not this year.
Look, the ACC is going to be really interesting given the fact that Duke is going to be playing for that conference title in that championship game. But yes, absolutely, Miami, just based on the season that they've had, the best team in the ACC, and they absolutely should be making it.
All right, Baker Machado, you heard it here, buddy. I will see you in the future, man. I'd like to hear that. We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.